Good morning, Tina Mitchell here, your local mortgage expert and your host of Coffee with a Superstar. My show is with real estate agents for real estate agents. I interview the best of the best in the industry so you can hear what they're doing and how they're doing it. Each week I travel to my superstar's office so I can invite you behind the scenes of their business. And this morning, my superstar is Kathy Scott with Coldwell, Bain.
Mm-hmm.
Kathy, thank you so much for joining me this morning.
You're welcome. Thank you for asking me.
Yeah, and a little bit about this morning's superstar. Kathy thinks that this is the best career and the most difficult career that she's ever had. It's also the only career she is stuck with for more than 5 years. She's actually been selling real estate for 13 years now, yes? Has stretched her and grown her in ways that she never expected. Confidence, conflict management, time management, and perseverance, to name just a few. It has allowed her to live her life in a way that provides income for her family while giving her flexibility to do the things that she loves to do. It uses her knowledge, her skills, and her education in ways that are fulfilling and provides excellent service to her clients. And Kathy is my superstar this morning because she closed 32 transactions last year, and that is a lot of real estate. Yeah, so Kathy, I'd like to start out this morning with asking you, with doing that many transactions, what do you credit your success to?
You know, I think really the bottom line is planning. So you need to know what you need, how, and then what it's going to take you to get there, and then make a plan. Yeah. And so you sit down in advance, you make a plan, and then work the plan.
Yes. Yeah.
I think that's a huge part of it.
Yeah, and so it's critically important that no matter what we do, and the most successful people in any space, they are putting together a plan, and they're making a plan very specific and manageable at the same time. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, and realistic, but you have to know what you have to do.
Yeah.
And then you do it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So setting realistic goals, stretching enough to where they're goals you're continuing to push and stretch yourself a little bit more each time.
Yeah.
So I think almost everybody in real estate probably sets some type of plan for themselves, and maybe they break that plan down in great details as well. But for some reason, when they go back and take a look at that plan that they might have spent hours, maybe an entire weekend with complete confidence you were going to actually implement and get this plan done, and they look at it 6 months, 8 months, 12 months into the year and go, wow, what happened? So how do you actually stay focused on your plan and implement what you're committing to yourself to do?
Good question. One of the things I started doing a couple of years ago was getting up an hour early.
Okay.
So I get up an hour early, and what's nice is it gives me time in the morning just to be by myself and be with myself. And one of the things I do is I review the plan that morning. How am I doing? What do I still need to do? Where am I in the plan? And just kind of, you have to look at it all the time.
I love that. And I always say too, if you don't have enough time in your day, because majority of people will say that regardless of what industry that you're in, but if you can just get up a little bit early each morning, make that intention that you want to get to the next level, make that intention that you're going to maximize that you have the time that you have. And then I love how you put in there's a lot of things that we hear about in a morning routine. I've got my own morning routine that has nothing to do with business at all until I get into the office. But I love how you brought in there that it's critically important to take a look at that plan. And it's kind of like we hear this in personal growth and having a vision board and really looking and feeling the life that we want to live. And same thing in business, and that's what a plan is. A plan is your vision board that's attached to your professional success. So why not, first thing in the morning when you're all excited about your day, take a look at the commitments that you've made to yourself, see where you're at in that plan, what you might be able to adjust if things aren't seeming to line up and feel right for you in that moment. Would that be correct?
Yeah, exactly. And then with me, the way that I work my business, it's such a part of my life.
Yes.
They're so integrated that I do have a vision board that sits on my desk.
Yes.
And I do look at it because it gives me the why.
Yes.
I'm doing what I'm doing. I mean, I love real estate. It's kind of addicting.
Yes. It is addicting.
And, I'm the kind of person you like to help people. And so I'm helping people, but I'm also enjoying my life at the same time.
Yes.
So you really that's part of that morning routine is focusing on the business, focusing on the personal, and just being grateful.
That is great. So you hear from our superstar this morning, a plan is critically important, and how to implement that plan is to look at it every morning, tie it in with your personal and why you're going to do what you're going to do today business-wise.
Yes.
Is because it's getting you that much closer to your personal. And I love that too, and with the plan, you're always having something that you're working on. I really believe that you need to focus on one thing at a time, work through that plan, and also think about what that personal thing looks like. What are you getting ready to do next that's going to take some resources from you, whether it's in a month or 2 months, that next trip that you're doing, and maybe if you know that the trip is not going to be a challenge in buying the tickets because you've already done that, but what about those extra things that you want to do on the trip, that what that finances is going to look at, and what you can commit in your plan today is going to allow you to be able to do that. And I know in real estate, sometimes people, they plan these vacations, they buy the tickets, they get things set up, but they're kind of a little bit stressed out about the fact that what about the resources it's going to take to do everything else when we're there? And so, use that why and that drive to really get you to implement right now, today, on your plan.
Exactly.
Yeah, I love that. All right, so what about a challenge that you've had to overcome, and biggest challenge that you can think of, recent or not, doesn't matter, and how did you overcome that challenge, and what did you learn from that experience?
Well, it's a really interesting question, because I don't focus on challenges once they're gone.
Okay, that's good.
Once it's behind you, it's behind you. And so I can't really think of anything that was a huge challenge. I really don't, because I probably just dealt with it.
Yeah. When you look at challenges like I do, then obviously as well as they're all opportunities. So it's sometimes I have to continue to remind myself that yes, this was something that caused a little bit of pain, but it turned out to be something great because I learned something really beneficial from it that I can take in my business. What about something right now? What's happening in your business that's causing a little bit of disrupt maybe in that space that you're dealing with, and what are your thoughts there?
Probably I would say I got a little bit off track, because as I mentioned, I had a first wedding in our family, and
you went to Europe,
there's that. And it all works all together. So I think right now I need to get back to my plan and sit down and focus on the things that I need to do to get back that laser focus, because I was distracted for a little bit. It was wonderful, it was great, so getting back from the distraction, I think. And I think maybe that can be a big challenge, because it's so easy to get off track and to lose focus, and then suddenly you're like, wait, I don't have any business. Where's the next paycheck coming from? So I think that's what I'm working on this week, is really just getting my feet back under me. And
that's can be a challenge for all of us. I just got back from Vancouver, BC trip, so it wasn't anything extravagant. It was amazing, but it was just a weekend. But I was calling my girlfriend before I was stepping in here, and just saying, it's hard. You're getting back in that mode again, and so And if you're stuck in that place, an easy way to kind of work through it is just get excited for the next thing, and because it's important to keep that business and personal separated. So what would be a great marketing tip? One of your favorite many marketing things that you've done for your business. I'd love to have you share that with our agents this morning.
I think for me, the biggest thing is to focus on the people that you know. Focus on your sphere, because we're inundated. We get calls all the time. Do you want to advertise here? Do you want this internet marketing? Do you want this? Do you want that? And you can get so distracted. So that goes back to the plan.
Yes.
Part of the plan is, what are your marketing plans for the year? And then when you get those calls from the people we get calls from, then you can say, I'm so sorry, that doesn't fit in my plan this year. So for the last couple of years, what we've done, my team and I, is that we have just dove deeper into our sphere. Let's see, who do we know? How can we help them? How can we bless their day?
I love that.
And not in a way that makes it seem like you're desperate and you're like, they don't want to see you because they're like, oh, she's going to ask me to sell real estate. No, I just want to be with you. I want to enjoy you. I want to get to know you. And it's fun.
Yes.
And, you know, because you like the people that you like. You like the people that are around you. And it will bring business to you. And so that's what our focus has been the last couple of years.
Okay, and that's great. You know, Kathy talks about just go back to your plan, and again, the plan is your roadmap, and it's telling you exactly where you need to do, exactly where you need to go to reach the success that you want, and you have to stay really focused on that plan. You're going to manage and watch it throughout the process, but you're not going to completely take a whole different route that you have no idea where that's going to take you. Like just you said, all of these marketing things that are coming in, people trying to get you to spend money, and you hear somebody else doing something and you're like, should I be doing that? No, you came up with a plan. You're going to take a look at it on a, you know, I always talk about game changer marketing ideas. And I always have one game changer marketing idea that I do every year. And whether it's going to be a game changer or not, I don't know. If Coffee with a Superstar was this year, it was for 2019, it was my game changer, and I know it's going to be a game changer for my business, and we're going to continue to do it. But not all game changers work, but you have to give it that time. You've got to stay totally focused on the plan that you've set up to reach that, and see if it's going to work. And then if not, you got to be okay with going, well, you know, okay, that one I thought was going to be a game changer, but it wasn't so brilliant after all, and that's okay. I've got more to choose from. We
like farms can be great, and we thought we had a great farm, and consistency. If you're going to do something like that, you have to be consistent. So we did this farm for 3 solid years, once a month. It didn't work. Not that a farm wouldn't work, but that farm didn't work. Something didn't work with that. So when we switched to focusing on that, you can take the money that you're spending on that, move it over to the Sphere, and it's probably less money, and it's more fun.
And invest in those people that have already done business with you, and it is more fun. The conversion is higher. They already know you. It's a warm to hot lead, you know. And the key is, just as Kathy said, is be consistent. So come up with, what does that plan look like? And you have to have all of those touch points. You have to be staying in front of them via phone, email, social media, planning opportunities to get face-to-face with them. So getting face-to-face with your Sphere or getting on the phone with them, what does that look like in your plan?
Basically, try to just reach out to people. In that my time in the morning, I think about, you know, who's on my mind. If somebody just comes to your mind, that's the person you need to call.
Exactly.
Just give them a call and say, I was thinking about you. It's easy. It's not hard. Or let's say you drive around, because you drive around looking at houses all the time. You drive by somebody's house. Oh my gosh, I drove by your house today. Your garden looks really nice. Or it just made me think about you. So how are you? And it's just a quick conversation. You know, people don't want to spend a whole lot of time if they don't have it, because people are so busy.
Exactly.
It can be quick. I have some girlfriends who, they organize it. They do like a girls' wine evening, and it's so much fun. And so and that, you just stay connected with people.
There's so many different things that you can have in your plan, but you've got to make sure that it's an ability for you to stay connected with them, to get with them face to face. So see what that looks like, and if you want any great ideas around that, reach out to me afterwards, because it's one of my things that I love. I love doing is those face to face and really creating those moments. And I always say too, it's kind of like you can invite somebody over to your house for dinner, or you can invite them over for a dinner party. And a dinner party is so much better, because you're one-timing the process and getting a bunch of people together, but the person or the people that you're inviting, it's not just that intimate but they're getting to build relationships with other people. And they love it, and you're the one that made that happen for them. So how do you create those magical moments and spaces? And again, stay in contact with your Sphere. And I don't know what it looks like in any other industry, but I know real estate as well as mortgage, that people are dropping the ball there, majority at a very high level, and it's so sad to see, because it's so much missed opportunity, not just for us as a business professional, but it's missed opportunity for the clients, because they don't want to find somebody new. You've already done a great job for them.
And so
all you have to do is stay in contact and let them know that you're thinking about them. What about a call to action for somebody that's listening to our show this morning? If they want to get to that next level in business, what would you encourage that they do?
A couple of things I was thinking about. First of all, treat your business like a business.
Yes. Yeah.
Treat it like, you're going to work every day. You're not just good for naught. This is what you do.
Yes.
And it's a priority. So that, again, it goes back to planning.
Mm-hmm.
You have a business plan. You stick to the plan. You treat it like a business. Something else that I thought about was get a coach.
Yes.
I don't care who it is. There's lots of good coaches out there. Maybe you have a couple of people that you work with. I know that my team and I have a couple of people that we work with and that we like to interact with and learn from.
Yes.
So you get accountability.
Mm-hmm.
And then my next thing that I've seen happen several times is you get a coach and you're paying really good money for it.
Yeah.
Be coachable.
Yeah.
Sometimes it hurts. I've been in tears,
Mm-hmm.
but those are the times I learned the most.
Yes. Yeah.
And really grown from. So I think that those are my big things. Treat your business like a business. Get a coach, or whether it's just something in a distance, something online, something one-on-one, whatever works into your budget. But if you're going to do it, be coachable.
Yeah, it's so important, and the best of the best all have people that they're accountable for. Mm-hmm. And sometimes you may be better at your job than someone else, but just as Kathy said, it's really from the outside, somebody that from the outside can look in and see things that you're not able to see from the inside.
Yeah.
And plus somebody just to hold you accountable and to give you different ideas of what you're doing. And I can help you. I have a coaching program, my 1 10 Year Business 8-week burn.
Which
Kathy
I did.
has graduated from the course. So I've had some really seasoned agents that are the best of us at what they've done that have gone through the course. So Victoria will have a link within this Facebook Live. It's complimentary. If you do want clock hours, it's $99 for 15 clock hours, but it's a great course. So who else do you look up to in the real estate space to give you that outside in look?
You mean specific people or
organizations or anybody that inspires you?
Gosh. Well, the people in my office. I love the agents that I work with in my office.
Yeah.
They're super professional and experienced and willing to take their business to the next level.
Yes.
So you surround yourself with those people.
Yeah.
I really like that.
That is great.
Yeah.
So a shout out for Coldwell Banker Bain, the Bellevue office, and the agents that work here. And that's important too. And I, believe you should have a one-on-one coach that's helping you really make sure that you're staying on task with your plan. Again, looking from the outside in so that you're not missing anything. Get involved with a mastermind group or something within your peers. Be careful, and I've talked about this before and shared my advice is you have to be really careful on who you're looking for inspiration and motivation from. Mm-hmm. You really need to be looking at the best of the best, people that are doing at minimum what you're doing. Ideally, they're doing more, and you see things in them that you inspire to be, because there's so much noise in this industry that you have to be really, really careful to protect where you're getting your perspective from. Yeah. So go to the best of the best and, ask them if they'd be willing to help you with something. See if there's a mastermind group that's together and get involved in that. Yeah. Get involved in associations so that you can stay connected with your peers as well. And usually people that are taking leadership roles are doing some great things in their business. Yeah. And so I think it's a really great place to build those relationships. Would you agree, Kathy?
I would agree, and it's something that I haven't done yet, but I'd like to at some point.
Yeah, a lot of great. There's only so much time in the day. You've got to pick what works for you and your plan. But obviously, you've got coaching and you've got groups of people.
There's a group that we meet with once a month that we just really high producing agents that have taken me to the next level.
Yes.
And,
yeah, love that.
It makes a difference.
It makes a huge difference, yes. So let's talk about why you work so hard in your real estate business. What's important to you outside of life that has nothing to do with business?
Just my family. And I've gotten the travel bug in the last couple of years. My husband and I like to cruise, and so we have learned we've done it 2 years in a row now, where we've taken a long vacation, 3 weeks. And with the help that we've got here on land,
Yes.
and then while we're at sea, just the technology has allowed us to, I can't really disconnect. Maybe some people can, but we decided that, you know what, we can't, and that's okay.
Yeah.
But we've got people that help us. So travel's a big thing.
Yes.
Just being with my family and the things going on with that and my friends.
That is great.
What we really like to
Have you
do.
done Oceania travel?
Not yet. I have a friend who
It's
has.
amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing
Maybe we'll
cruise
get there.
line. Amazing cruise line.
Viking was our last cruise line, and that was fabulous.
Oh wow.
And lots of cruises on Holland America.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, of course. That was awesome.
But we learned, just sort of off topic, I guess, from travel, we learned, because I'd never been to Europe before until this year, and we learned how easy their mass transit was.
Yeah.
So now we're like, oh, and everybody speaks English. I feel bad that it's really the only language that I speak. But we learned everybody speaks English, and they're pretty much mostly all helpful.
Yeah.
And it was just so easy to do that I'm like, oh, I could do more of that.
That is great. Exactly.
And we have a group of friends who are like, ooh, let's go here, let's go there. So we may do a little more of that.
Yeah, how fun. Yeah, when you work hard and you're passionate about what you're doing, you're going to be successful, and it allows you to live the life that you want to live. And right in your bio, it's, that's what real estate has been able to do for you.
It has.
To provide you the income to enjoy your life. And that's really what it's all about.
It is.
And if you're listening today and you have not taken advantage of virtual meetings, take advantage of it. Zoom is a really great platform. It's what I use for my coaching program. I do a lot of Zoom meetings with one-on-ones with clients, and it allows you to be able to, you can work from anywhere.
True.
Now, there are things on an extended basis when you're in real estate. Maybe it's challenging if you don't have a buyer's agent that's showing homes, but when you're going and taking a 10-day, 12-day, 14-day trip to be able to really still do business and be able to do things virtually I'm just so surprised at how many people are not utilizing and taking advantage of technology when it comes to staying connected and doing business.
Yeah, and being more efficient.
A lot more efficient, definitely. Yeah. Well, Kathy, we're wrapping up our time here, and would love, is there anything last that you would like to share with the listeners of our show this morning?
I'm going to go ahead and recommend your 8-week burn. That was, it wasn't, you got to work at it and you have to do the things but there's nuggets that you can take from it. You might not, I'll go back and look at it and go, oh, I forgot about that, but there are some things that you can always learn, and it was really helpful for me. It really, my email box is a little fuller than when I first did it.
That's okay. The tips are always there.
Yes. And it was helpful. So, do what you do, get nuggets from everything. You might go to a conference, you might go to, even the 8-week burn, maybe not everything, but there's going to be nuggets, and grab those nuggets wherever you can and make them work for you and the way that you work.
Yes.
Because it's all about it, and what another successful agent does wouldn't be a good fit for me.
Yes.
But maybe there's some nuggets that are, and then you make it your own.
Exactly. And I always say too, we don't come up, and I say this during the burn, none of us come up with a brilliant idea all on our own. We don't, and nobody has. If you look at all of the great people that have done great things and invented great things, they were all inspired and motivated by others.
Exactly.
The brilliancy is they made it their own.
Yes.
I love that, and thank you so much for the shout out, Kathy. It is time management, business efficiency, and lead generation at the highest level possible in spirit of one timing. And we hear the same things over and over, but once you have that connection and that aha moment at that time, then that's where you can really make it your own. And once you make it your own, that's when you can actually do big things in your business and in your life. And I always like to say is I just want to be a little nugget to help people create the business and the life that they've always dreamed of. Yeah. So thank you so much for being here for this morning's Coffee with a Superstar. And Kathy, thank you again for sharing your wealth of knowledge, motivation, and inspiration in this setting here this morning.
Thanks, Gina.
And cheers.
Cheers.
And cheers to all of you. We'll see you next Monday, same time, different location. Have a great day.